What is going on, guys? Back with my latest video. So today I'm going to be talking with Tokenwave. I'm going to be talking with two of the members of the company, Patrick and Sam, two very dope individuals who reached out to me regarding one of my most recent Funko NFT videos, and they're here today to kind of, clear the air, address the concerns I had, and also some concerns that you guys had as well as answer a lot of questions I and you, the community, have as well about Funko NFTs moving forward. So let's bring them on, see what they have to say, and let's get right to it. Here we go.
Listen, been in the game for a minute, clocking in because it's time to get down to business. Stunting is a habit, on me I'm good at it. Ask around town, I'm known as the Popsavage.
All right, guys, so I have two members of Tokenwave here, Patrick and Sam. Like I said before, we're going to have them here kind of explain, the strategies, goals moving forward. I have some questions for them. You guys have some questions for them as well. And guys, we kind of brought here together because of a video I did recently as far as the last drop for Funko's NFTs. And I kind of had some criticism of it. And I really do appreciate you guys reaching out to kind of clear the air, clear up any misconceptions as well, and to kind of give you the platform right now to address my concerns. So the floor is yours, whatever you guys want to talk about, introduce your company, who your role is at the company as well, and the floor is yours.
Sure. I guess I'll start. I am Patrick. I'm a co-founder of Tokenwave, the company behind Tokenhead and Drop. As you may or may not know, we've been obviously very busy working on the Funko Digital Pops, their NFT products. And yeah, go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, I'm Sam. I work on the marketing side, social media. You might see me in the Discord channels. If you guys ever need help, you can stop by there and say hi. And that's what I'm working on.
All right, great. So I guess for those that didn't see my last video or recent video about the last drop, my criticism, my concern was the last release didn't have utility behind it. It felt like a cash grab, for lack of better words, as far as the release was concerned. And you guys, we talked through messages, and obviously the concern was cleared up for there. But I didn't want to speak for you, and that's why I wanted to have you on this to speak for yourself. And I just wanted to kind of give you the floor as far as explaining why the release was handled the way it was, what the plan is moving forward as far as why the switch from the original way you guys were releasing the Funko NFTs to Drop, and just in general what the plan is for the platform moving forward.
Yeah, sure. First, thanks for having us on your show. It's a pleasure to be here, and I want to thank you for your open-mindedness about the NFTs in general. I think I've seen all the videos where you've covered the Funko Digital Pops. And,
okay, cool.
I could tell you were much more open-minded and welcoming than some of the other influencers.
For sure.
So that was certainly refreshing. And so regarding the video your last video on covering the Fantastic Plastic launch, mm-hmm. One of the things I wanted to make sure was known to yourself and your viewers, the community, is that we definitely weren't testing the waters to see if we could make this like the Funko Digital Pop product successful without physical redemptions.
Okay.
It truly was simply because it was our first launch on our new platform Drop. Mm-hmm. We wanted it to be smaller. We didn't want as big a crowd that came in for the previous drops, which is one of the reasons why we only announced it the day before.
Okay.
We figured less people would know about it. It'd be a little smaller.
Makes sense.
So that really was the premise behind doing a mini drop.
Okay.
We have no plans to stop having the physical products tied into the normal drops that that we're going to be doing.
Okay.
Yeah. We're here because you're in trouble, man, for making that video.
That's what I heard.
Honestly, one of the things I love, man, I love when there's videos like your speculation, analyzing everything. more than anything, we want to make, people like yourself happy and enjoy the experience of NFTs.
Right.
So seeing videos like yours is honestly, it's great for us just to learn from your perspective and do better. One of the reasons why we have the drop platform is because we want to do better. We want to have more control of our drops. We want to be able to make them smoother, get packs into more people's hands. Mm-hmm. And we're hoping that, that's something that we'll improve on with each drop. So we appreciate your feedback.
Yeah. And I can say from the people that I know that did get the Fantastic Plastic drop that they did have a better experience. They were definitely easier to check out. I don't know if that was because of what was available or what, but it seemed like the experience was better. So that definitely sounds like an improvement. And as far as my video, it wasn't an attack on NFTs in general. I definitely believe in it long term. I hope I made that clear.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I know some people must have not watched the whole video, and I want to make that clear for you guys. I do believe in this space long term. It just was the issue with that, and I think it came down to miscommunication. And I hope you guys can at least see why I thought the way I did.
Oh yeah,
and that's why I think this is great as far as having an open line of communication with you guys, with Funko, whatever it may be, as far as hearing what the community is looking for, and hopefully that's something that you're able to deliver on if it's within your the realm of possibility. Now, one of the main questions I had, talking about that from the community was why the switch, and I think you kind of touched on it was easier, but why the switch now, I guess, is the question, when not as many people are on board as far as the NFT space. Why did you guys think it was the best strategy to switch it up to a new space right now?
Yeah, I can answer that. The main reason I would say is just we felt like in order to give the customer the experience that we wanted to give them, we really needed to control the whole end-to-end experience. Okay. Every part, every moving part in the puzzle, along, from the display of the release itself, to the actual, primary sale, the checking out functionality, pack openings, to really deliver the product and experience we wanted. We felt we had to do it with, our own platform. Okay. It's so far, I think, obviously there's been a little bugs here and there. Again, another reason why we did the mini drop, right, and split it in two was that way the second part would allow us to test whether or not we address some of the issues, found in part one. Okay. But overall, I feel, we're certainly on a great track to deliver that experience that we want to deliver.
Right. Now, was before the way it was being handled, was that Funko directly taking control?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No. It was them handling it, and now you guys are basically essentially taking it over with your drop platform. Is that the differentiation?
Prior to Fantastic Plastic, our releases were being done on the Wax platform. Okay. So there's also, I think people, and it's easy to get confused, you have the Wax blockchain, and you also have like the Wax team, and they have, the Wax wallet and the Wax platform. So prior to Fantastic Plastic, we were launching on their platform. Okay. So like the back end was managed by them, pretty much that whole launch pack opening experience. Now that it's on drop, it's our back end, it's our platform. That gives us the ability to go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
It gives us, much more control over the experience, and just there's a lot of little things that we wanted to do differently too, and now we have that flexibility.
Okay, so my understanding, at least, is it still runs on the blockchain, the same Wax blockchain, though. So if you had Wax before, you can still use it as far as purchasing on like Atomic Hub or any other secondary marketplace to buy these. And then I guess the question I have is, and this is a question I got from the community as well, was how do you transfer from your original, I guess, Wax wallet into the drop wallet?
We do have a good frequently asked questions up on digital.funko.com that kind of runs through that, but it is pretty simple. You just go to your inventory, click on the item, and transfer it. You can actually mass transfer multiple at the same time. if anyone has questions about that, they're come to we can walk them through. It might be easy. We take a screenshot of, the exact place to click or a screen of some sort, because it is all new and can be confusing, but you can transfer multiple things at the same time. And for right now, if you're going to transfer things to your drop wallet, just transfer Funko released NFTs.
Okay.
Yeah, if you transfer something that's non-Funko, it currently won't display in your drop account. So for now, I wouldn't transfer anything other than Funko assets. And one point to touch on too, regarding the when we announced drop and everything, I think there was a lot of people who thought that it was not on Wax, but it's definitely still on the Wax blockchain.
Mm-hmm. So now, as far as, I guess, the secondary market stays the same as far as if somebody opens a pack, has something they either don't collect or want to sell or whatever, it still be the same process as far as on the secondary markets that were originally selling it previously, correct?
Yeah, the one difference, I guess, now is, after let's say you open a pack on drop, if you wanted to list those items, the contents on Atomic, for example, you would need to transfer them to a non-drop account to do so.
Gotcha.
That's one step I think that's been a slight gotcha for new users on drop.
Okay, so that I didn't know, and that clears it all up, and that hopefully the viewers now realize it's a two-step process as far as you have to transfer and then you're able to do it there, which seems easy enough to do. And you guys explained that's on the frequently asked questions too. So
the inverse is true as well. Like if you let's say you missed the primary sale and you picked up some packs on Atomic, for example, you would need to transfer those packs to a drop account in order to open them. You won't be able to open them on Atomic. That goes for any release that was done on drop, though, not prior releases.
Okay. Great. Now, my main concern, and this is the question I wanted to ask the most, and kind of why I made the video in the first place. A lot of people have this idea that once the physical redemptions are redeemed, that the digital asset is then, I guess, worthless in their eyes, as far as you already got what you came for, you don't need this anymore. Do you guys have any plans as far as incentivizing people to hold on to those digital pops, as far as like maybe making a paywall, as far as if releasing a pop in the future, that they would have to have the NFT in order to have access to it? Not necessarily be free in that instance, but they have to pay for it. But is there anything you guys have a plan for currently that incentivizes people to hold on to their digital assets?
What I need to be very careful about specifics around this, obviously.
Understandable.
We do understand, we're very in tune with what people are concerned with, and, suggestions and feedback around that whole topic. I will say, some of their concerns, I think they're also discounting the strength of the NFT community.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're only in there for the physicals, I could see how that, would be a concern, or, I guess true in their eyes in terms of the value. But, the NFT community, I think, is a lot, stronger than
for sure
some of these viewers might think. But we certainly are always working on things to keep, incentives in general. I can't say anything specific, but we understand the concern.
Right.
And it's not something we're ignoring.
Okay. Yeah,
definitely. And one of the cool parts of all these releases right now, I don't know if you've collected other NFTs, but this is, series 1 of these drops and stuff. So having series 1 is always, for me as a collector, one of my favorite things as far as, collecting NFTs.
Yeah. And I don't know how involved you got in watching the videos, but I have other NFTs outside of Funko. So I definitely believe long-term in just the collectability of NFTs, or the value of holding the NFTs. So I just want to make sure that that's reiterated as well, that the people that, definitely holding long-term is more than just having the physical. I just wanted to know if there's any plans you guys had. So I definitely think that answers the question at least. I don't know if this is a specific question to you guys or not, but is there any talk of the Wax blockchain being integrated onto something like OpenSea or something more bigger past like Atomic Hub or something like that to reach a wider audience?
I see discussions and comments often on Telegram about that topic. Sometimes I guess Twitter. I can't really say, what type of integrations there will be with OpenSea.
Right.
I know there's a lot of people that want to see a bridge between Ethereum and Wax for being able to move NFTs back and forth.
Right.
It's hard to say exactly what will happen in the future with that. Obviously the whole any bridge or integration like between Atomic and OpenSea isn't anything that we're involved in, but
right, understandable. Yeah.
I certainly see conversations happening.
Yeah, and with Drop, we're hoping and working towards it being a big platform, one that can stand with OpenSea. We want to bring lots of other Drop, people to Drop to do their own NFT projects, and we're hoping for it to be something as great as that OpenSea experience. Although the OpenSea experience isn't always great, but
no, it's not.
for NFTs at least, it's a great website.
Now, are you guys working with trying to get things outside of Funko on Drop at this point, or is that being exclusive to Funko?
Our intention with Drop is not for it to be exclusive to Funko. We want Drop to be the place to go for pop culture, NFTs. Our desire and what we're building towards is for Drop to be like the turnkey solution for companies that want to put their IP on the blockchain in the form of NFTs. All in one, we take care of everything for you, the launch experience. And I think one thing too that will separate Drop from a lot of competitors is the redemption aspect. So, we're building out, obviously, I think December 1st is when redemptions open for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We're building out a whole interface to Drop for handling redemptions. If another company, say besides Funko, wants to launch on Drop, we will have that whole redemption system built into Drop, and I think that is will be a very compelling feature to some of these businesses.
For sure, and that kind of leads to my next question I had for you guys was, how would the physical redemptions work? This is probably the question I get asked the most, at least direct messaging and YouTube comments. I have an idea, but I want to kind of clear it up with you guys. Now, with the new Drop system, will people need to transfer over their stuff from the Wax wallet into Drop in order to be eligible? And then will it be in their Drop wallet? How exactly should that be handled for anybody that is holding currently a physical redemption NFT?
The only thing they actually have to transfer to Drop is the redemption token itself.
Okay.
They don't have to transfer their completed sets for now it's called royalty, by the way. So
right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, mastery is being renamed to royalty. So they could keep their completed sets in their existing Wax accounts and then only transfer the redemption token. The most important thing is keep your whole sets together, though. Don't have part of the set in one Wax account and part of it in your Drop account, for example.
That's good.
As long as the whole set is together in a valid Wax account, they will receive the redemption token.
Okay.
And one of the common questions asked, and maybe it's not on your list though, is also people that are collecting multiple, trying to do the royalty set multiple times.
Yes.
You will receive multiple tokens for that if you have completed more than once. And like Patrick said, just make sure they're all in the same place, because we won't know if you have half of it in one place and half in the other. Just make sure they're all in the same wallet.
Now, if you had two Wax accounts and one completed set in one,
right.
the other completed set in the other, that's okay.
Right.
Just
okay.
Don't split the sets up.
Right. Yeah. Now, obviously, since I didn't buy the first wave of Fantastic Plastic stuff, I didn't see if there's on drop, you actually get the list as far as what the completed sets are going to be. Like if you're missing something, it would outline on drop what you need as far as completing the collection.
So yeah, that's obviously been one of the most highly suggested, features that people are asking for. We know it's important to them, but I can't give any details.
Fair enough.
Regarding that stuff.
Right. Okay. Now, one other question I have. I mean, I guess you guys touched on it a little bit. What's the ideas moving forward as far as getting this community engaged and involved, and kind of bridging that gap between them not understanding the need or purpose of NFTs, and kind of educating them as far as the value and the importance of having them.
Sure. Sam and I both usually have good things to say about this subject,
yeah,
so
sure.
I'll start, and then Sam can follow. For me, one of the things, the younger generation, I feel, really has almost an entirely digital concept when it comes to collecting.
Yeah.
Like my son, for example, and his, people his age, they've grown up in an all digital world, and almost all the collecting they've done has been digital. And it's not to say, there's not, younger kids out there that haven't collected something physical, like, physical Pokemon cards, for example.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like with the younger generations growing up in an all digital world, NFT is something just totally natural for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see it going away anytime soon. I think it will just become, more and more popular. So that's, and then one of the benefits to NFTs is knowing that what you're getting is authentic, because
Mm-hmm.
it's all verifiable on the chain, so there's really no, if you're listing or buying something on the secondary market, it's easy to see if you're getting something authentic. Whereas, I know with shoes, there's, you have companies like StockX, I think it's called, and Go, that their only purpose is to try and help you ensure you're getting something real and not fake.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's one advantage, I guess, to, the NFT collecting versus physical.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, we'd love to create a better NFT community. One of the ways we like doing that is by meeting with people like yourself, popping on more shows, and hopefully doing some more, engaging activities, giveaways, and just, things with the community. I personally, in the future, would love to see also, like a mixture of IRL things with digital. And I'm not dropping any alpha or anything, but just, if there are events or things, it'd be really cool to have, an opportunity to get NFTs and things like that. So we are, we're definitely listening to everyone's feedback. We'd love to have more, community activities and things. Now that we've kind of are starting to get our groove, hopefully we can kick that up. And, anytime you want us to hop on and talk with you as well, that's something we're always open and willing to do.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hopefully this is a start of an ongoing dialogue, and you guys don't have to sell me on the purpose of NFTs. I agree with everything you both said. As far as, I don't think people understand the gravity of what the kids are into. I think people get caught up in what they're used to and don't realize that there's new ideas, and there's always been new ideas. My parents probably thought the internet was stupid, and look where we are now. And it's just one thing I want to say to the community, the viewers watching now, is I think the other purpose or another benefit of NFTs is you don't have to have the physical space for them. You're able still to collect the things you like and have them condensed onto a digital platform. And like you said, you can tell they're all authentic. You don't have to worry about having fakes in your collection. It's all verified on the blockchain. So I definitely think there's a long-term purpose for NFTs, and I think they're here to stay. I don't think people fighting these will be on the right side of it at all.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I just was with some friends a couple of weeks ago, and we're just talking and stuff. And then I bust out my phone, got all the Tokenhead app on there. I'm showing them, all my different NFTs, and it's something that, having like the app there, they're able to grasp onto it a lot quicker. Oh, yeah. And I think another thing that we're seeing is, companies like Twitter and other social media companies are embracing it in that they want to integrate it into their platform.
Oh yeah.
So there are so many different possibilities, and we're seeing, things that, big companies like that embrace it, which just kind of excites me about the future of what we can do.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think, speaking on Twitter, I've seen that they're talking about having it so you can verify that your profile picture is a legitimate NFT.
Right. You can't just right click and save whatever you want and say, oh, that's fine.
That's the whole thing with NFTs is right clicking and saving. I think once we get to that point I think it's so new. People don't understand how this space is so new. But once we get to that point where I think all social media is for clouts and for people status. And I think once we get to that point, as far as you're able to actually show you physically own something, everyone's seen my pop collection on YouTube, and I don't think they understand that that's digital as well. I think people don't realize that you can show off your collection on a YouTube channel or something like that, or you can show it on Token Wave, Tokenhead, or Drop, or whatever you may be. It's the same thing.
Yeah, someone could, if you're you create a wallet address on Drop, Popsavage.shop. I'm not sure if that's too long, but anyways, people could type that into Tokenhead and look at your entire collection.
Exactly.
And that's pretty cool, from a digital side, and something there's not a lot of NFT apps out yet.
Right.
So we're pretty excited that we're able to kind of showcase that.
Right. Now, I do have one question. Is kind of a isolated incident, but hopefully you guys can ask, because I think it's going to be something that affects other people. Is when we were operating before on the Wax platform, people in New York weren't able to buy Wax, because I guess like all the options that were on there, they were all excluding New York. Is that something that Drop's going to allow? Like, can you purchase Wax in the Drop platform?
You definitely can't. And there's all kinds of licenses that come into play. When you're offering digital currency on a website. I forget all the rules that are, I do know New York is oftentimes not supported by a lot of these
which is weird.
And it's complicated, and I honestly don't have all the answers, but Drop right now has no plans to sell Wax through our platform.
Okay.
They'd have to acquire it via other means.
Okay. Now, one question I know as a community is going to have that I know the answer to, but hopefully you guys can just give the answer so it's coming from you and not from me. How can you tell that a NFT is authentic if you're buying it on the secondary market?
Yeah, the main thing to look for is that I think it's like a circle with a check on Atomic that the collection is verified. That's usually, if it's verified, it's safe. But if you're really not sure, I would check with the Discord or, whatever the contact information or like a community hangout spot is for a given release, and say, hey, could somebody, tell me what the official collection name is for your collection on Atomic, for example. And, we obviously, if you ask in the Drop Discord and support channel, for example, we would tell you, provide a link to it, something like that. For like the upcoming release, it's Freddy.Funko. If you're ever not sure, ask what the official collection name is, but definitely look for the little circle with the check mark on the collection on Atomic, meaning, they've done some legwork to verify it's legitimate.
There is that part too that says e-check only whitelisted NFTs.
Whitelist. Right. That's what I've been doing.
Another thing is just in the space in general, this isn't necessarily happening on Atomic Hub, but people are, kind of mess up when they rush to buy something.
Yeah,
I've seen that over the past couple days on, just in the space. Just everyone needs to take their time and not just like, quickly try and buy something, even if it looks like a good deal.
Right.
Just take your time, make sure everything that we've kind of outlined is already there, that you're looking at the collection.
Do your research. Oh, as always. Yeah. So, and if it was fake, my understanding is it wouldn't show up when you transfer it to Drop anyway, would it?
Well, yeah, if you were to transfer...
It's too late at that point, but...
Yeah, so you would know. You would have already, I guess, purchased it. But yeah, like right now, non-Funko assets won't display a drop.
Okay.
So yeah, but if you're not sure, just ask what the official collection name is. And also, I don't know if a lot of people realize. Let me verify it, but you can, if you go to, I think it's funko.atomichub.io. That's a special link that they created to basically view, all the Funko assets.
Okay.
So that's another option too. Nothing should end up there that's not Funko.
That's Funko. Okay. Great. Now, one last question I had, and I'll let you guys, go or answer anything else you want to talk about. I know when it first came out that Funko was going to do NFTs, the rumor, at least, I don't know if it was fact or rumor, that they were going to release, you guys were going to release one a week or one a month, or is there any idea right now as far as how often you guys plan on doing a release through drop?
I can't answer that, unfortunately.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. And hopefully you guys who are watching understand that, those kind of questions, I know is the most questions you always get asked is what's next? When's it coming? That's something, it's a surprise for a reason. And, I really do appreciate you guys coming on here, kind of answering some of these questions. And like I said, hopefully this is an ongoing dialogue. I'm sorry if I made you guys mad. I got in trouble.
No, we weren't mad at all. I just thought, oh, geez, I hate that he thinks that, or any of your viewers even think that maybe Fantastic Plastic was just a test to see if we could sell NFTs without, having the physical backing. That I just want to make sure everyone knew that was not what we were doing.
Right. Fair enough. And
I was pretty mad.
I'm sorry, Sam. I apologize.
No, I wasn't at all. Dude, we love seeing all the videos. It doesn't matter what it is, and so just thank you for creating content as well, and helping
covering
people,
it, yeah,
and helping people get questions and answers and things. I think it's incredible.
Yeah, and somehow I became the NFT ambassador in Funko. I thought everyone else was going to be on board, and hopefully that does change. I think talks like this, clearing things up, seeing more stuff that people are interested. I can tell you guys just from what I've been getting as far as feedback from my inboxes, people are excited about the next drop. So I think,
excellent.
I think most people, I've seen more people excited about this one than any other one, even the Turtles one, which was the first one. So I think moving forward, I think the people fighting back on it are going to change their mind, and I think this is be something here to stay. And hopefully,
especially when those physical ship,
that's gonna be when it happens for sure. So I really appreciate you guys. Is there anything else that you guys think I left out or you want to address? Or
I'm sure one thing that popped in my head while we were talking is, and I don't know if it's so much your viewers, but versus just comments I see sometimes to Funko's posts. A lot of times it's you're killing the environment. One thing I think that's, and it's hard for me to talk about this without going too much into detail down a rabbit hole and confusing everybody, but one thing about like the Wax blockchain versus Ethereum based chains or other chains and marketplaces is, Wax has without getting too detailed, it doesn't use a lot of computing power like the chains that like proof of work or mining based chains like Ethereum, right? So transactions are cheap, they're fast on Wax, and the Wax chain, the servers running the Wax chain really don't use any more energy or power than your sort of typical servers that are running the internet. So it's not at all like the easiest one to compare to, I guess, is Bitcoin.
Right.
Uses a lot of energy for its mining. Wax doesn't operate that way.
And that was one thing I thought was a good move for you guys. Was when I first saw, I was like, why isn't Funko doing Ethereum or Bitcoin, or mainly Ethereum or Polygon, as far as what they wanted to use their NFTs based on? And I saw the reason. I thought that made a lot of sense for the community that is behind it, because I think this community would have definitely had a problem if it was the other way around. So I'm glad you cleared it up. I didn't know that. And I think that's a great. I think that was a great move.
Thanks. Part of it too, to do large scale pack openings too, where you have a higher number of contents in a pack, like that requires a very high amount of transactions per second. Not to mention, all the play to earn games that are just exploding on Wax right now. Like that requires a lot of performance. And a chain like Wax is built to handle that kind of performance need. So that's another big reason why we chose to use Wax, is for the performance.
Now, one last thing for forget. Now, with Drop, you're able to now, when you get your packs, open them immediately. Is that correct? As far as not waiting in 3 hours or whatever it was before.
Yep, that's correct. Barring any unforeseen issues, you should always be able to open packs immediately after purchase, and once in delivery. Okay,
great. Yeah, that's all I have. Sam, is there anything else you wanted to add at all, or?
Oh, I was just gonna add that we're bound to get a YouTube comment how I'm rocking the stash and Patrick's rocking the beard together.
Goatee,
Someone's bound to leave a comment about that. I've been thinking about it the whole time. I haven't seen Patrick's face in a while, so it's pretty funny that I'm just being Ted Lasso for Halloween. That's why I look like this.
Oh, yeah, I still haven't watched it yet.
It's a great show.
I heard.
I had to throw that out there because I know the YouTube comment's going to be there. But I was just going to say, October 29th is our next drop on the Drop platform. And, if you guys have any questions, stop by in the Discord or send us a tweet. We're very excited. I'm so excited because I feel like every drop we've had has gone better. And also the things inside it have looked awesome. The art,
I agree.
People focus a lot on the physical side, but the art for some of these drops has been, in my opinion, fantastic. So
I have not heard an Iron Maiden song in my life, and I bought the whole set. I bought the whole set because I thought they looked amazing.
Yeah, so we're really excited. We're happy how things are going and hoping to improve every time, and always open for feedback. So we actually have a channel on our Discord. It's called Wish List. If you guys ever have things that you want us to know about, drop it there.
Yeah, be sure to join our Discord too and say hello. It's drop with 3 P's, drop.io/Discord. We hope to see you guys.
Well, I appreciate Patrick and Sam. I think this was a really good talk, and hopefully that cleared up a whole lot of questions for the community as well. Hopefully, like I said, this is not a one-time deal. We can get these guys back on and talk about any other future questions you guys might have. I'm sure you guys will be leaving stuff in the comments. Hopefully, Patrick and Sam, you're able to answer anything that I'm maybe not able to answer if you see it in there. But I really do appreciate you guys coming on, clearing the air, and kind of talking about the future plans for Drop.
Yeah, sure. Thanks so much for having us.
No problem, guys. Thanks so much.
Look forward to your next videos.
Oh, yeah, it'll be today.
All right.
Thanks so much. All right, guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that talk. I really did. I feel like I got a lot of information. Like I said before, they've been very open to continuing this dialogue, coming back on this channel at any point. So if you guys have any comments down below, they may be able to answer some questions down below if I'm not able to answer them, and hopefully in the future we can talk with them some more. So I think it was a really good talk, and hopefully we can have more of this dialogue in the future, and hopefully this cleared up some of your questions as far as getting involved in the Funko NFT space if you have not already, because I think it definitely is an opportunity that I don't want you guys to miss out on. So thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed content like this, hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.